Samantha Markle, who joins me live from the US. Samantha, I have to say, this was one of the most nauseating...
So here's the jaw dropper. Meghan Markle isn't the age we've all been spoon-fed for years. The palace says she's 44. The press repeats it. Every royal biography stamps it in ink. But Samantha Markle, Meghan's own half-sister, is standing up and shouting, "That's a lie." And this time, she didn't just whisper it in an interview. No, Samantha put it right there in a courtroom filing. She's going official. According to her, Meghan isn't mid-40s. She's pushing 50. Can you even imagine the scandal if that's true? And all of it started with one single photograph, a snapshot the royals would rather you never lay eyes on.
Opinion. It's rather lofty to suggest the ability to align with,
Now, I know what you're thinking. It sounds ridiculous. How could one picture possibly turn a royal biography upside down? But insiders are buzzing that Samantha's 2025 lawsuit is digging up exactly that kind of evidence. Hidden deep in Northwestern University's archives, there's a photo from a salsa club in the early 2000s. In the back row, Meghan, smiling casually. But here's the twist. She's surrounded by classmates who are not in their early 40s like Meghan should be if she was born in 1981. Nope. These are men and women who graduated high school in the late 1980s. That means they're early 50s now. Do the math. This doesn't match Meghan's tidy palace-approved timeline. Officially, Meghan got her diploma in 1999 from Immaculate Heart High, but if she's standing shoulder to shoulder with people a whole decade older, suddenly the story bends, and bends hard.
Fathers. So we have to include the men when we are self-glorifying. There's got to be some acknowledgement.
From Samantha's angle, this isn't petty gossip. This is memory meeting receipts. She says she watched Meghan grow up in California, saw the real age gap with her own eyes, and then watched as her half-sister repackaged the past like a Hollywood script. According to filings, Samantha is reviving her defamation case, claiming Meghan's carefully polished timeline didn't just smear her, it misled the entire world. And here's where it cuts deep. This isn't just about a number on a birth certificate, it's about truth itself. And in 2025, truth is as valuable and as marketable as the Sussex brand. Fans online exploded when whispers of the lawsuit hit TikTok and Reddit. At first, people thought Samantha's claims were wild. But then, alumni documents started popping up, LinkedIn profiles from Meghan's supposed classmates listing birth years like 1971, 1972, 1973. High school diplomas stamped 1988. Wait a second, if Meghan was born in 1981, she should have graduated with the class of 1999, not people who were tossing their caps in the air a decade earlier. The overlap looked like a glitch in the Matrix. One viral tweet summed it up perfectly. Either Meghan is a time traveler or someone shaved years off her birth certificate. It was written as a joke, but the thousands of retweets prove people weren't exactly laughing. And the palace? Silence. Their official records still list August 4th, 1981 as gospel truth. But Samantha's case pokes a terrifying hole in that certainty. Because if even one royal document can be questioned, then what else has been massaged, edited, or conveniently curated to protect Meghan's image?
Key clips from the podcast, and I'll get you to review as we go. So during the chat with Serena, she appeared to suggest that...
Now here's where it gets even juicier. Palace insiders whispered to Page 6 that Samantha's lawsuit might look flimsy at first glance, but it's the evidence that keeps them awake at night. A photograph? Unlike hearsay, unlike gossip, it's real, hard to spin away, and impossible to unsee. And if Samantha's timeline checks out, Meghan isn't just fudging her age by a few years. She's building a whole pattern. A brand story crafted to maximize youth, relatability, and Hollywood star power. And all of it starts unraveling because one stubborn half-sister refuses to be silenced. The second Samantha's filing hit headlines, the internet lit up like fireworks. Twitter threads popped off in minutes. TikTok sleuths dropped side-by-side comparisons of Meghan standing with those older classmates. Reddit detectives dug through alumni records like they were solving a true crime case. And what they uncovered wasn't just random speculation. It was a grassroots investigation. One TikTok video alone pulled in nearly 3 million views. The creator zoomed into that salsa club yearbook photo, circling the birth years of every face around Meghan in bold red font, then landed on Meghan herself with the caption, "Does this math add up?" And it wasn't just anonymous accounts doing the digging. Big names in the royal commentary world piled on too. The popular YouTube channel Royal Truths posted bluntly, "This isn't a smear campaign. It's a math problem," and the receipts kept stacking. Others took a harsher spin, mocking Meghan's 1981 birth year as a classic Hollywood trick. Everyone knows the industry is obsessed with youth, and stars shaving off a few years to score younger roles isn't new. But the more fans connected the dots, the harder it became for Meghan's defenders to wave it off as tabloid nonsense. Then Radar Online dropped a bomb. Remember Archie's birth certificate? Meghan's first names, Rachel Meghan, were legally removed weeks after filing, leaving only her royal title. The palace chalked it up to bureaucratic formatting. But Samantha's lawyers? They see it as a red flag. Proof that Meghan's records can be rewritten. If a royal birth certificate can be altered, then why not a California one? Fans started spiraling. Meghan built her brand on authenticity, right? Speaking her truth was her tagline, whether on Oprah in 2021 or in her Netflix docuseries. But if her official documents are that malleable, what does authenticity even mean anymore? One Instagram comment nailed it. It's not about whether she's 44 or 50. It's about why she fights so hard to hide it. That single line racked up more than 12,000 likes. One Northwestern peer even went on the record with the Daily Mail saying, "We walked across the stage together in the early 90s. I was born in 1976. Do the math." That math is brutal. If he was born in 76 and Meghan was right there with him, then she's not the 1981 baby we've been told she is. That puts her closer to 50 today, not 44. And these aren't brand new rumors. People have been side-eyeing Meghan's timeline for years. Alumni directories list her under alternate class years. Old event programs stick her name with older groups. Casting sheets from her early Hollywood days show her auditioning in age brackets that just don't make sense. The big question, was she a younger actress trying to snag older roles, or an older actress fighting to pass as younger? Either way, the industry's obsession with youth is no joke. Even shaving off 3 or 4 years could mean the difference between getting a breakout role or being told to pack it up. Hollywood isn't blind either. Sources told Variety that a few studios have already revisited projects Meghan pitched after leaving the royal family. Executives are whispering, if her biography can't be trusted, what does that say about her as a storyteller? One producer even cracked at a dinner, if she can fudge her own life story, what about the ones she's selling to Netflix? Ouch. That kind of comment cuts deep because Hollywood thrives on image. And if your image looks overly manufactured, people get nervous about investing millions. Meanwhile, the internet is having an absolute field day. Twitter is flooded with memes comparing Meghan's missing years to director's cuts nobody asked for. One viral TikTok joked, Season 1, Meghan the actress. Season 2, Meghan the Duchess. Season 3, deleted scenes. It sounds funny, but parody is dangerous because it sticks. Once the culture reduces you to a punchline, credibility rarely comes back. And Samantha, she's doubling down hard. In a fresh TV interview, she declared, "This isn't defamation. This is documentation." That soundbite went viral overnight. People spliced it into TikTok edits alongside screenshots of alumni records and Meghan's yearbook pics. Even people who don't buy Samantha's bitterness had to admit, the line hits hard. For years, Meghan played the victim of smear campaigns. Now Samantha's flipped the narrative. She's painting Meghan as the manipulator, the one crafting distortions. And here's the nightmare for Meghan. Once the public believes there's even a chance your age is fake, it doesn't matter what the truth is anymore. Hollywood is built on myths that stick. Marilyn Monroe's dress size, Beyoncé's birth year, Tom Cruise's height. Whether true or not, once those myths calcify, they never go away. If Meghan's brand becomes the Duchess who lied about her age, that's it. That's forever. And palace aides are reportedly panicking. One told The Times, "You can win the lawsuit and still lose the story." Because cultural memory doesn't care about verdicts. It cares about drama. And this drama is writing itself into Meghan's legacy. The fallout is stretching far beyond Samantha and Meghan's family feud. Hollywood insiders are whispering, palace aides are sweating, and fans are tearing through digital archives like amateur detectives on a mission. And here's the wildest part. Even if Samantha's lawsuit crashes and burns in court, she's already lit a fire that Meghan can't put out. Because in the court of public opinion, perception is everything. Streaming giants that once fawned over Meghan are suddenly hesitant. Netflix, Spotify, Amazon, they've all been burned already by deals that didn't deliver. Now, with Meghan's biography itself under a microscope, the last thing these companies want is another round of public humiliation. As one Deadline columnist bluntly put it, if your life story can't withstand scrutiny, how can you sell scripted dramas to a global audience? That line alone has Hollywood executives clutching their wallets a little tighter. For the monarchy, the scandal slices deeper. The royal family has weathered decades of humiliation, from Diana's tell-all tapes to Prince Andrew's catastrophic scandals. But the crown's power has always rested on its consistency. Dates, records, traditions, they're the backbone of the monarchy's aura. Meghan's age dispute, as silly as it might sound, cuts right at that consistency. If her official royal record could be adjusted for convenience, then what does that say about the royal archive itself? The same archive that holds coronation histories, bloodlines, and centuries of royal legitimacy. One royal watcher told Sky News, "It's not about Meghan's birth year. It's about whether history itself can be rewritten, and that's a terrifying prospect for an institution built on the illusion of permanence." Fans, meanwhile, are at war with each other. Meghan's diehard supporters insist Samantha is bitter, clinging to scraps of relevance. They repeat August 4th, 1981 like it's sacred scripture. But skeptics are multiplying by the day. Every new alumni list dug up on Reddit, every old program scan resurfaced on TikTok, every hashtag like hashtag Markle timeline or hashtag missing years adds fuel. Once the internet latches onto a mystery, it it almost never lets go. And let's be real, legally, Samantha's case might not even win. Defamation cases are a nightmare against public figures. Courts set the bar sky high. But here's the kicker. Samantha doesn't need to win. She just needs to keep it alive. Every filing, every hearing, every quote to the press keeps the spotlight fixed on Meghan's inconsistencies. Meghan could walk away victorious in court and still be battered in the headlines, because the second she stays silent, the internet rushes to fill the blanks with its own theories. And here's the cruel irony. Meghan built her image on truth-telling. Remember Oprah in 2021? Remember the Netflix docuseries? She framed herself as the one exposing distortions, peeling back royal lies. But if Samantha's allegations stick, the knife twists. Meghan herself becomes the distortion, the very thing she claimed to fight against. The irony is so sharp it practically bleeds. So where does this leave Meghan? Maybe the court tosses the case out. Maybe she produces ironclad documents that shut down speculation once and for all. Or maybe the whispers harden into cultural memory impossible to erase. Think about it. Marilyn Monroe's size 16 myth, Beyoncé's rumored fake birth year, even Madonna's endless age debates. None of those stories were ever truly proven, but they stuck. And if Meghan becomes the Duchess with the missing years, that will outlive every lawsuit, every documentary, every Netflix deal. And Samantha, she's already scored her win. She's forced the world to squint at Meghan's timeline, to ask the questions Meghan's team never wanted asked. Because once people start looking twice, they rarely look away. And here's the cliffhanger. If one photo from a salsa club can ignite all of this, imagine what happens if the next archive photo drops. Another alumni list, another casting sheet, another dusty yearbook tucked away in someone's attic. The dominoes are already falling, and each one makes Meghan's polished narrative wobble just a little more. Hollywood brands, palace records, family legacies. This isn't just a lawsuit, it's a saga. And the ending? Oh, it's far from written.